it is. This is GGB. We're going to be getting into the college football games this weekend. There's not so many of college basketball games. I'm used to having a lot, but there's 9 this weekend. 8 of them are only college football playoff eligible. So at 12 o'clock, we're going to start off with the first one. We got Illinois, who's 7-3, traveling number 3, Michigan, who's 10-0. Michigan favored by 17.5 points on ABC. Tommy DeVito for Illinois has gone 201 287, thrown for 2,083 yards, 15 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Chase Brown on the ground is at 280 yards for 1,442 carries and 7 touchdowns. And Isaiah Williams had 64 catches for 553 yards and 5 touchdowns. J.J. McCarthy from Michigan's gone 147 213, thrown for 1,744 yards, 14 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Blake Corum has had 227 carries for 1,349 yards and 11 touchdowns. And Ronnie Bell through the years had 45 catches for 597 yards and 2 touchdowns. Michigan leads the series all time, 71-23. Last 5 games have gone to Michigan from 2010 to 2019. 2009 was the last time Illinois beat Michigan. 2008 was the last time they beat them at the Big House. So I think what's going to be really interesting about this game is Illinois is on a little bit of a slump, right? They look like a possible contender, or at the very least could it look like the team that was for sure going to make the Big Ten championship game not that long ago. Then 2 weeks ago, they dropped that game to Michigan State, a game that they should have had, and a game that Michigan State really tried to give them every possible opportunity to get back into that football game, and they really blew almost every single one. And Illinois loses that one, and it's heartbreaking if you're an Illinois fan, but you still have a great chance to lock down the division the next week. And then last weekend, they lost to Purdue. That's one that's going to really sting if you're an Illinois fan, because that opened the division wide up. Before, you had a very good chance of winning the division. Right now, it's a toss in the air who wins it. If it's Purdue, or if it's Iowa, or if it's Minnesota, or if it's you. And especially with this game being against the number 3 team in the country, that is not going to help your odds of winning that side. And it looked like it was for sure not that long ago Illinois was going to win that side. They dropped that tough one to Michigan State. They dropped a tough one to Purdue. And now this is a prime chance to go on a 3-game losing streak to end the year. They can end it next week. But this is just going to be a tough game. You know, it's going to be at the Big House. And it looks like it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough to try and go on the road and beat a team like Michigan. I mean, Penn State tried. Penn State's a significantly better team than Illinois, and they got crushed. So, I mean, this is going to be a rough one for Illinois. Illinois, I think, matches up better with Michigan. They have a very similar style as Michigan, just not as much talent as Michigan. They have a very similar offensive play style. So I think it's going to be interesting. I think it has a possibility of being a somewhat close game. Give me Michigan to win, and by a good amount, but I think Illinois covers a 17.5 point spread.